Alright, so last episode we made some big signings to improve the team. The first being Nordi Mukele signing from Sunderland to be our new centre-back, and also Benedict Hollerback signing from Mainz to be our backup striker, to Omega, who would get a great assist there, putting Wimmer through here to score the goal against Newcastle, in which would get a 2-1 victory in this game with Hollerback on his debut, coming off the bench and getting a goal just there. But they would get a goal late back. Manet Thiaw scored a great header there to get a consolation goal for them early in this one. We then took on Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, a competition made it to the semi-finals to last season, and as you can see, Vanja in goal was the hero for us in this one, keeping us ahead in this one. And late in the game, Hollerback once again off the bench would score to make it 2-0 and wrap up the victory for us in this one, sending us through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. It was then a trip back to the Molineux to take on Manchester City, where Patrick Vimmer would put us ahead again for Omega getting the assist, and Donnarumma would be the hero for them in this one, but that would only last as far as this point right here. You can see we get through. A shot from Omega would somehow creep into the back of the net there to Donnarumma, so I didn't save it. City would get a consolation goal late on after a defensive mistake, but that would be the only thing for them in this one. Liverpool were then next up in the Premier Way at Anfield, and João Felix would score to make it 1-0. Vanja once again would prove his worth in the team, and Hollerback again did the same, coming to the bench to wrap up the 3 points, making it 2-0, and get, like I said, the 3 points and a big victory over Liverpool in that one there. And for the first game of today's episode, we'll be taking on Omega's future team that he's going to sign for next season in Chelsea. And this game is, by the way, his first v second. We're top of the table currently, still undefeated, and Chelsea are second place. And you guys suggested that we do give Omega more chances in the first team. Right now he is playing as a target forward. I might switch him back to advance forward for this game just to see if I prefer that one still, or if I prefer the target forward. But if I go into the squad here real quickly, you will see that on the bench we do have a youth academy talent. We do have a couple loaned out right now, but Rui Amaral is a player with 92 to 94 potential, and possibly the next Ronaldo. Not the height of Ronaldo, but 5'7", finesse, power shot, and creatively or the inventive play style there, which we'd love to see. As you can see, decent pace, pretty good dribbling for a 60-foot rated player. We're going to give him a few games in today's episode to develop and show what he can do in the team, and loan him out when January does come around in a few months' time, and maybe make a signing in January if you guys want to bring Marc Bernal into the team. Let's get into this one though, up against Chelsea, and hopefully get a big victory here against them to start the episode off with and continue a great form and stay top of the table. It's Wolf for pace here, and they're still going here as the Portuguese player. Ball whipped in, Lavia takes it down. Once the Caicedo blocks, and that's going to somehow still go through, but he's going to defend it well there. I see Omega next season will be playing in the Chelsea shirt after his move from Strasbourg, but Colwell defends him there. And you guys have suggested that we do play João Felix up front as an advance forward and play Omega as a shadow striker. The issue with Omega is like his passing is awful, only 65 rated in the game. And Wimmer here looking for the cross into Omega on the header. And he should have done better there. He's got to be scoring that. And Palmer here forward into Jackson. Needs to link it up. Shot taken. Vanja makes a big save. It falls back to the Senegalese forward. That's going to be back and forth Hato. No handball against him. Jackson. This is a very chaotic situation right now as it's ball whipped in, and Andre can get it out, but not to anyone really. Caicedo blocked again by him. Great play here from Mr. Yarame. Omega. Yarame now looking for the overlap here. Vandre back inside. Omega, great play here. Yarame is through, and Yarame beats his fellow Spaniard in goal to make it 1-0. 37 minutes in. And Yarame scores for us his fourth goal of the season. He's not the best goal scorer for us in this team, but he's a fantastic player on the left-hand side of the team, as you can see by this whole play. Omega with the assist. And the composure there was great from Yarame to just stay ready for the shot. Unai Simon came out to pressure him, but that didn't get to him, and he just puts it past him and hits the side net in there to find, or to take to take us the lead in this game. To Yarame and Wimmer. It's a great time pass through to him, and Wimmer now still on the ball somehow there. That's going to be Gomez to hit from range. Unai Simon makes a save. He probably should have caught that, to be fair, but looking for Chelsea, there wasn't a Wolves player there lurking. Good defending from Agbadu there. João Felix for the centre. Oh, that would have been a great pass if that worked out, but the game didn't really play the pass at the angle I needed it. Spaniard in Mingueza. Yorome's beating him there. Yorome now And play across near post. João Felix, who knows someone makes a save. First v second in the Prem. For a young talent to make the debut win is a big one. Amaral. But you'd love to see it here. The skills, the ability on the ball. He feels great on the ball, to be fair. Gomez. Trying to just charge into the box here. And it's going to be a big challenge from Joro Hato. A risky one for him to make, but he made it. Wolf got to stop him while he's not better to do so. Pedro Neto still going on. That's a great challenge there from, I think that was Andre. Lopez. You know the play. Ball over the top. Minter with the pace. Running through. The sealers. The game. Going to be over, of course, the second we get the ball back. The referee's probably going to blow the whistle. There we go. A 1-0 victory. The 3 points secured. In a hard-fought game against Chelsea, we probably should have scored 1 or 2 more. Chelsea didn't really do much attacking-wise in terms of getting shots away. But it did look dangerous when they did attack. But luckily, we managed to stop them. And Omega, another game where he doesn't score, but he got the assist. And it's just a weird paradox with my striker right now with Omega, where he just doesn't score goals. He just gets assists. But as long as it works out for us, I guess we need to just run with it. And now it's time for the second time this season to face Arsenal here. And obviously we did beat them in the Carabao Cup last episode. I believe away from home as well. So we're going to get into this one, up against them here, and hopefully beat them. They're currently 5th in the table. We're top of the table, a few points clear. Now second place, Manchester City, who we also beat last episode. Let's get into this one and hopefully continue our undefeated run so far. Here we go again. Obviously Arsenal in this series have been a team that we've been fairly comfortable against beating them, but you never know. As Yarame, he's got long shot opportunity here. He's going to hit one, and Raya makes a save. I see last time we did take a shot from him from that range. He did end up scoring it in that game against Forest in the first episode of this season. I'm par with him or better. As, by the way, Omega's on target for, but look where he is. Just look how congested that position is. Like, they need to really sort out the attacking AI in this game, ready for like strikers, because how is he a target forward and just not in the box, in the centre? You know what I mean? Gabriel Martinelli. Joao Cruz, good challenge from Jackson. Chachua. João Felix. Lovely ball through to find Vimmer. Can he make it 1-0? And Vimmer's denied by David Raya with a great save there. Omega now. Omega turn. He loft it up. He does so. Omega's not there though as a target forward. Again, he's not there for a header. But fortunately for Arsenal anyway, but they could get a goal here later on. A second Rice. And they could actually, Joao Cruz Van Dijk was saved from him now. And that would be the half-time break in the game. We should have scored by now, but we haven't done so. It'll be a free kick against us, and a rather fortuitous free kick for them, because we could have easily got that ball off him without making a foul, but the game made that challenge happen the way it did. Marino, I'm surprised Odegaard didn't hit that, to be fair. That's a decent position to take a shot from. Ball through Joao Cruz. Easy said Defa Van Dijk to make though. Through to Patrick Vimmer. And Vimmer now. That's great play from him. Running through. And Vimmer scores. I am so surprised that worked. I was going to fake shot inside there, but then I saw Saliba change his position last second. And I had to cancel it and go to the right. And he managed to just knock it past him, avoid the challenge, and get him behind to make it 1-0 to us. A well-deserved lead in this one. Raya stopped him earlier in the game, but he couldn't stop him this time. That right there. Incredible there from Vimmer. Skipping past Saliba, one of the best defenders on the ball, doing that against him is incredible. And Vimmer makes it 1-0 to Wolves here, which we'll have to see. That might be another assist for Omega as well. Omega, by the way, as well. I think he did get the assist for that goal. And there he is again, a ball through to Vimmer. These two love linking up the way they do, and Vimmer doubles his lead and doubles our lead. Or doubles his goal tally, sorry, and doubles our lead there. And it is so weird. Omega, 65 passing. But he's getting assists like it doesn't matter. Like it's going out of fashion sort of thing. He's not scoring goals for us, but he's getting a bunch of assists. That's 2 for him in this one. And Vimmer on his left buries it again there, beats Raya for a second time, and gives us a 2-goal lead in this game. And now it's time to make substitutions. And Vimmer is going to take him off, but he's on for a hat-trick in this game. Ball over to Odegaard. Shot blocked. He should have gone for the pass there. And that's a great block in the back. Agbadou. Mukele heads it away. Back to Bukayo Saka. Wan-Bissaka now. Here's Wolf though. And Wan-Bissaka just takes him out from behind. That should be a red card, referee. Cynical foul. That should be a red. And that is a textbook red card. He lost possession and just snapped. And that should be a red. Genuinely should be a red card. Bukayo Saka. Still going here, Saka. Ball to Odegaard. Back to Saka, who doesn't shoot. He shoots there, and Vanja makes the save. And it's going to be a 2-0 victory again against Arsenal. 2 back-to-back clean sheets against them in the fixtures we've had. And we beat them in the Carabao Cup, not to matter that one. And now we beat Mikel Arteta's team in the Prem. Continue our unbeaten run and stay top of the Premier League table. Which we'd love to see. And could we actually win the league this season? It would be insane if we do so, because, well, this team isn't really, you look at it ratings-wise, it isn't a team that can win the league, but the performances we're putting in are deserved of the league title at the end of the season so far. And at home against Fulham, our winning ways will continue with Andre getting a goal in this one, and also Wimmer scoring again to get us the 3 points here against Fulham. And as you can see, before we get into our next game against Manchester United, we might soon up one, I'm not too sure though, but as you can see, Patrick Vieira has won the Player of the Month award. I thought I would show you this. I've already been showing this throughout my series, but let me know in the comments down below if you would like to be keep updated on when our players do win stuff like Player of the Month and stuff like that. So I feel like it's a nice thing to keep track of, and Patrick Vieira well deserved of the Player of the Month here, and you have to see he's getting recognised for the performances he's been putting in this season so far. And since Man United were 10th in the league, I thought I would decide to send this one and get a 1-1 draw here with Bruno Fernandes scoring for them and Patrick Vieira scoring again for us to get us a point against United here. And up against Bournemouth, it's a 3-0 victory at home here for us. Omega getting a goal later on, and Jerome scoring twice in this one to get a brace for himself and the 3 points secured at home here. And it's a 2-1 victory for us away from home against newly promoted Birmingham City, with Hollerback and Tommy Doyle getting the goals in this one for us here. And here in January, we're bringing in Barcelona talent Marc Bernal into the team for 22.5 million. He's signed for Everton in this series, but we're going to sign in from them into the team. He's going to be backup midfielder for us in the squad, and possibly could take over next season if he does develop within the team. He could either replace Gomez or Andre in midfield. I do like both Brazilians, but at the same time, if Bernal takes over, then it is where it is. And the Spaniard will hopefully develop well in the team as a backup player this season, and hopefully can be a great player for us. Let's get into our next game, which is going to be up against Chelsea once again in today's episode. And after bringing Bernal into the team, our next game, like I mentioned, is going to be up against Chelsea. We're currently on 49 points with 4 draws, 15 wins, 0 losses to our name. Chelsea are third in the table. A team we have beaten previously in today's episode. We're going to take them on now, this time away from home at Stamford Bridge, I do believe. And see, Man City are second place, taking on Birmingham City. We do believe that, well, they should win that game. As you can see, they should get a pretty much easy victory against them. Let's get into this one now, up against Chelsea, and hopefully go back-to-back against them in the Premier League season and prove we are title contenders this season here. In this game, he's going to be playing as a poacher in the striker role, which hopefully works out for us in this one, as we are also training Hollerback to be a shadow striker in the cam role, just in case we do need to play him there at some point. He might as well have the position ready. That's João Felix. Good turn from him. Jerome played through the centre. That's a great ball through, and Jerome scores against Chelsea inside the first 6 minutes, unlike we did previously, where it took us a while to get the first score of that game. But Jerome, what a player he is. He scores that goal so many times. In on his left foot there, across goal, and finds the back of the net to make it 1-0 here to us. And that's his 7th goal in the Premier League season in 20 games so far. Like I said previously, when he did score in that Chelsea game, he's not the best goal scorer. Well, in this team anyway, he's not really the best goal scorer. But when he does get opportunities to score, he does score them. But as you can see by his stats, only 7 goals in the Prem. He's not the best in terms of scoring the goals, but he's a pretty good goal scorer. I'm kind of just stumbling over what words here, trying to I'm putting out a contradicting statement with that statement there. But he basically is just a fantastic player for us in this team. This short end of it. Gomez steals it, and that's somehow worked out for Jackson, who's running through, and Vanja straight from kickoff. Differences. João Felix. Bernal, ball up here, looking for Omega on the header, and Omega does win the header, but Unai Simon makes the save. Wolf is pretty much all we need. Lavia, oh no, Chelsea could take the lead here. Ball through to the Belgian, and they've taken the lead. And what is happening here? Away from the position I needed him in there last second, and Jerome does the same. Jerome can knock it forward, good move there from him. And hold it up, can play it back across to João Felix, who shoots, and Unai makes a save. Have Chelsea got a new manager or something? Is it still Maresca? Because they're playing so differently than they did last time we played against them. They're playing I mean, they were playing high press, but not at this level. Jerome for the hard-time break. Omega, Neto handballed it there, referee. Thank you for giving it us, but it's not going to really matter because we're not going to score from this free kick, probably, to be fair. But you never know. I'm going to whip it in anyway and hope for the best. Gomez in towards Omega, who does win the header, and Nuno Simone's a fairly comfortable save there to make low. Good work there, Jerome. Forward here. Just again, Omega, man. I'm just not getting along with him in this team. I really want to as well. Like, I'm trying my hardest. Like, I'm starting him. I'm trying to do everything I've been doing to getting goals and stuff like that, but it's just not working out. I don't know what change could be made for the striking position, but I just feel like Omega, he might score here to prove me wrong. No, again, that turn. I know Malaki will literally score in a second and it will prove me wrong, but it's only one goal, which, you know, he's missed quite a few, well, not scored that many goals for us. Vimmer steals it. We find ourselves back in this game. Ball across the jar. Felix, who scores to make it 2-2, get the ball. And bring on a Holler back at striker. I'm going to bring on Marc Bernal in midfield. And also bring on Kierkegaard as well. That's great weather from Patrick Vimmer, by the way. And I do just feel like Omega's positioning is the issue. Like, look how close he was there to Patrick Vimmer on that position. Like play there. He should never be that close to Vimmer there. They could do it again here. I would not be surprised. Kierkegaard steals it though. Bernal. Minter. Holler back. Through to Yankuba Minter now. He score off the bench and Minter picks it through the legs of Unai Simon and gives us the lead here. I've not done many low-driven shots in this game because I feel like they're just more awkward to do in this game for some reason, but Yankuba Minter scores here, his second goal of the Premier League season for us here. And it's a great win at that as well. Through the legs of Simon, I believe, as well. We'll see again from this angle if it was or not. It's not, unfortunately. It's to the left of him. But it's going to be a big goal for us in this game as Adora Bio goes flying through the air there. And our substitutes there did well to link up Holler back and Minter doing well. Oh, the pressure almost got to them there. Palmer to Lavia. Jackson doesn't block the cross, but it's going to be cleared by Agbadou anyway. Bernal. Here's Jerome. Holler back. Through to Jerome. The Spaniard. Can he make it 4? And he's made it 4. And while Chelsea did look like at one point they might have beaten us in this game, but Wolves have shown their teeth in this one. We're beaten back in a big way, to say the least. To go from 2-1 down to 4-2 up in this game is impressive. And Jerome, what a finish that is for him. A great goal there for him on his left foot there, smashing it across goal. Makes it 4-2. 2 minutes after Kierkegaard steals it, Bernal. Holler back here. Ball forward to Minter. Minter now, love that from him, he shoots. And if it wasn't for a great save from Unai Simon, that would have been 5. Going to whip this one in with Matt as well late in this game. Mukele, can he win the header or at least get a bicycle kick off? He does so, and it's back post to Agbadou. How did that not go in? How did Simon save that? That was insane. But it's a 4-2 victory away at Stamford Bridge. And a big victory at that. We were 2-1 down in this game. It looked like Chelsea were going to beat us. And then the second half happened. We dug deep. And we showed our class in this game. And won this one. And we take a big lead at the top of the table. Away from Chelsea, it's just Man City now who are the issue. Who are second place in the table. Who are still probably only like 6 points behind us after they will most likely beat Birmingham City after this win for us here against Chelsea. And a well-deserved one at that. And well, against bottom of the table West Ham, it's a hard-fought 3-2 victory with Omega getting a goal later on to make it 3-2 to us. And Joao Felix and Omega getting goals in this one to see us get the 3 points against bottom of the table West Ham. Have Kevin Schroeder, Somerville and Paqueta in the team. So surprised this West Ham team is doing as bad as it is doing so far. And when it's time for us to maybe get some revenge to end the episode off with, we're going to be taking on Manchester City once again, just like last season in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. Last time, They did beat us to knock us out of competition on penalties in the game where they scored a late goal to equalise and send it to penalties in the game they didn't deserve to do so. Let's get into this one now, and hopefully, like I said, get revenge for them knocking us out of competition last season, and hopefully send us through to the final of the Carabao Cup to end the episode. And he's done so early on in this game, and Holland makes it 1-0. That's not a great start. That is not a great start for us. I feel like Agbadou should have done better defensively because he kind of just let Holland in there before I could take control of him. Andre. Can we get a goal straight and kick off ourselves for Yerome? Through here to the Brazilian who shoots near post and he's hit the post as well. A play here into Andre, who's got Omega in the centre. That's great from Omega. For the first time really in this series, he's done what he needs to do as a striker and find some space in the centre. You'd love to see it. That's what I want from him. That's what I've been waiting 6 months in this series for him to do. Since they brought him in. And he finally has done it. I mean, he's done it on occasions, but he hasn't scored. That's the issue, or he's been challenged or something. But finally, he finds the space and finds the finish and puts his level in this game once again. And that's what you'd love to see. And hopefully Omega, with that there, can start doing that more often for us in this series. It's going to be a one-off for him. And hopefully that is kind of like a kickstart for him in this scene to really start putting the performances that we need from him. So we'll somehow go through there. Bradley Barcola through to Haaland. And Vanja's going to make a big save. And Vanja does make the big save, and we can't keep it in play though, unfortunately. It's going to be a corner for City here. They're going to go short to the Frenchman. Ball whipped in. Headed goals by Kushinov and Vanja. What a save that was. Headed away by João Felix. Up to Omega. Come on, lad. Come on. You've got Yerome making a run as well, but he's not going to get there anytime soon. It's going to be Omega. One-on-one with Donnarumma. And Omega finds the finish. It's just a moment. We've had it before in series where, like, in the FC26 Chelsea Career Mode, we signed Osimhen. And for the first, like, half of the season, he wasn't that good. And then January came around, and after that, he was incredible for us in the team. Is there like a weird thing in this game, or just in FC in general these days, where a player, mainly strikers, sometimes aren't good at the start, and randomly, halfway through the season, they just click, and they start doing well? Because that's 2 goals in the game for Omega, and he hasn't done that at all in any game we've played him in all season long. And Yerome steals it here. And it could be a hat-trick here for Omega if we can make the run here. He's made the run here. Omega, near post, he's hit the post. Vincent Kompany has just signed a extension for Bayern Munich, which the article I'm reading says out of nowhere, but it kind of is expected. He's doing well for them. So I would imagine they want to keep him as a manager, considering, you know, Pep Guardiola's on the verge of leaving Man City pretty soon. And Wimmer on the turn. Wimmer, can he score? And Wimmer makes it 3-1. This is just about revenge for against Man City here. They knocked us out, unjustifiably so, in this competition last season at this very stage. And this season, we've came back with a vengeance. We won the FA Cup. We won the Community Shield. We're top of the Premier League table, undefeated. And we're doing quite well in the Europa League so far. And right now we're 3-1 up in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup against the team that knocked us out last season in Man City here. And it seems that we're here to make a massive statement this season. Because I thought, you know, finishing 5th last season was pretty good for us, but I did not expect us to challenge for the title this season. But you never know, as Barcola almost scored there. Because right now, if everything keeps going the way it is, at the end of the season, you're going to see Agbadou lift the Premier League trophy, which is something I wouldn't expect to say at the start of the season. Barcola here trying to get City back in. He shoots again and Vanja makes a save. Plays it through to Barcola, who's been the best player in this game. And Barcola, what a save from Vanja there. Bernal. Lopez. As the overlap of Yankuba Minter. And Omega, please be on side, because you can get a hat-trick here if you score, but Donnarumma saved it. And Foden just inside. All side across to block the shot there. That was smart to do so, Bernardo Silva. Michele puts it out for a corner in the 86th minute here. As Bernardo Silva heads off. And Ryan Shirky comes on. He played great against Everton in the 5 or so minutes he got on that pitch. He looked great. And Vanja, good save there from him. Control it across. What is that pass? What is that pass? That's just funny. That is just funny. That pass was so bad. I don't get how that pass ended up that badly. Well, it's going to be a 3-1 victory against them here. It should have been 4 because Minter should have had a tap in there last second. But Phil Lopez decided to pass it to the Man City player instead, and they don't have Pep Guardiola as a manager anymore. He's been sacked. Interesting. Despite winning, they finished second in the league. So they don't have Pep Guardiola as a manager anymore at Man City, and we do beat them here to head through into the final of the Carabao Cup. And what a performance that was from this team, and a much deserved 10.0 rating for Omega in this one. And as you can see here to any episode, I've got a transfer question for you guys down below to answer for next episode, because Bellegarde's decided that he wants to leave the club and I can't get him to stay, so we're going to have to sell him next episode. And I was going to buy a backup left mid next season anyway for Jerome. And it's up to you guys in the comments down below. We've got 3 players to choose from here to the end of the episode. Mika Götze, the Belgian talent, formerly of Ajax, is now signed for Inter in this series. We could bring him into the team and develop him as a very, very good backup player to Jerome in the first team. But other than that, we do have 2 other players here that we can bring into the team. The first being Tariq George from Chelsea. So you're playing that's not really getting the most amount of game time for them. He's got the likes of Garnacho, Gittins ahead of him. Is a very, very good young talent and deserves to get first in game time, or at least backup game time somewhere at some point. And Tariq George could be a great player for us. There's going to be more of a player that's not determined, more of a player that's happy being a backup compared to Mika Götze. And the other player is the world-class youngster, the new kid on the block at Liverpool in Rio Ungamo. 75 rated now, 94 pace, 71 shooting, 77 dribbling, technical and quick steppers play styles. So let me know in the comments down below. Should we go for actually let's take Mika Götze off the table. Mika Götze we're not going to go for. It's going to be either Tariq George or Rio Ungamoa. Let me know down below which one of these 2 we should sign next episode to replace Bellegarde in the team as a backup left mid to Jerome. And that is going to call it for the end of today's episode. If you want to enjoy it, drop a like and subscribe for more content, and obviously drop in the comments down below who we should sign. And in terms of the stats so far this season, Omega is starting to cook. 13 goals and 8 assists. We're going to hopefully see him do more than that, do more next episode as well. Jerome with 12 and 7. Patrick Vieira 11 and 6. João Felix 10 and 6 as well. Hollerback 9 and 2. And João Gomez at centre mid with 6 goals and 6 assists. He's doing great. And Bernal, as you can see, has got 4 goals since making his debut. Well, no, he's actually been playing for Everton. He's got 4 goals for them in the Premier League. And for us, none so far, but hopefully we'll do well. And Phil Lopez, by the way, is having a great season in the second team. 4 goals and 5 assists. Minter, we need to see more from. Only 2 goals. But it's a player that plays well in the game. He doesn't really score goals, which is the issue right now. But he's obviously a player that plays great, so we don't need to really worry about that one because we know he can be in the team. But yeah, drop in the comments down below who should replace Bellegarde in the team next episode to be the backup to Jerome for the rest of the series. And as always, thank you for watching. Drop a like and subscribe. And again, thank you for watching, and goodbye.